Happy Easter. There's lots. Happy Easter, everybody. Who's all here today so far? Thanks for joining us. I'm still having my coffee. We've got, so far, is Nadia, Sam, Christine, and Stella. How's everybody on Easter? Was Easter Bunny good? So we'll start. We'll see as more people come in. So we haven't eaten yet, so we're gonna make ourselves some brunch breakfast. We're gonna do a one pan easy brunch. So to start off with this one, we're gonna make it vegetarian. So I'm gonna use I've pre-cooked a little bit of potato, and I'm gonna shred that first. Shred that in the bottom. So I've got potato for it. I've got, we're gonna do veggie. I've got some peppers and onion, and then we'll do the eggs as well on there. You could put, if you wanted to do not vegetarian, if you wanted to not have vegetarian, you could have some sausage in there chopped up or some bacon, up to you, breakfast stuff, but we're gonna do vegetarian. So got the oven preheated, 400. And I've got my pan ready to go. That's where we're gonna do the skillet. Potatoes in. So we'll put that on medium for now, get it warm, and I'm gonna shred the potato up. What is everybody drinking right now? Is anybody into mimosas, or is it all coffee still for everybody? Stella had lots of chocolate. That's good. So I'm just gonna shred some of these small potatoes up, new potatoes. You could use frozen hash browns if you don't have fresh. What I did is I actually just steamed these for about 3 minutes just to get them basic. Well, they're almost cooked. They're not quite. They're not like mushy, so you can still shred them, but they won't take as long. Oh, someone's having Baileys. Nadia's having Baileys. Miranda's here. Hey, Miranda. Miranda's out of Baileys. Uh-oh, that's no good. So you could do this. I should have done this ahead of time, but we've got nothing but time today, being Sunday. Yeah, they're parboiled first, Sam. About 3 minutes. Not very long. And it makes it easier to shred them too. You can probably hear you can probably hear them. They're still a little bit raw. Oh, Lois is here. Hey, good morning, Lois. Well, we're gonna cook them right away, Christine. So they're gonna be okay. And you take them out right away and just cool them off. So yeah, they're gonna be a little bit mushy, like I mean, as you can see, but that'll be good. Because when we fry them, we want them to get kind of crispy. So if we were doing them from raw, it's gonna take forever. Okay, that should be good. And then in the, yeah, Jason's here, he's filming today. In the pan, I'm gonna put a little bit of, I've got some unsalted butter first, and I'm gonna put a bit of olive oil as well, so the butter doesn't burn. If you can see in the back there. I just turned that on, so it's gonna take a second to heat up. And the butter's going to give it a good flavor, and then the potatoes will get nice and brown. I did, Sam. I used the pot. I just put them in steam for like 3 minutes and then just open it up, let them sit. So they'll be good. And you want the pan nice and hot because we want to get the potatoes. We want to get crispy shredded potatoes. Lois is here too. I think I said hi, Lois. If I missed somebody, hopefully not. You could if you don't have an Instant Pot, Sam, you could just put them in boiling water for a couple of minutes, or steam them. Like what I use is, you could use this in a regular pot too. I just use the steamer to put them in. So you could do that in a regular pot and just steam them in the with a bit of water on the bottom. Same thing. It just takes a little bit longer. So that's heating up. We've got the oven preheated to 400 because we're going to finish everything in the oven after. Have a sip of coffee. What's everybody's plans? Has Easter Bunny come for everybody? Probably already. Don't need too much chocolate today. I was given a puzzle by my friend Pam, and I'm going to finish the puzzle today, maybe. It's at the hard part, though. It's like 1,500 pieces. I spent all day yesterday, pretty much all day. And I'm going to try and maybe finish it. But it's at like the hard part where everything looks like the same color. So it's hard. It's like a cityscape. And it's really hard. Oh, Easter Bunny came for Nadia. Susan, good question. I'm just using, it's just the KitchenAid saute pan. But you want, for this one, because we're going to finish everything in the oven, the pan you use, you want to make sure that you have a metal handle that, and the pan's not going to burn because we're going to put it everything right into the oven. So butter and oil sizzling here. I'm going to put it in the potatoes, okay? Yeah, everybody's doing puzzles, hey, Miranda? That's okay, it's fun. And I'll show this in a second once it kind of gets cooking. There we go. And then once the potatoes are in, don't give them a lot of stirring because you want them to be, I guess, not in one piece, but like you want them to get kind of crunchy. You know how when you do like the skillet potatoes, you want them to be crispy. So if you stir it too much, it's just going to get mushy and gloppy. Oh, Miranda's got a puzzle too. We'll all have to once we do a puzzle, we'll all have to do like a rotation of switch puzzles. Stella says, Lucia, that's not sucked all the sour off the candies and put them back in the bag. Cast iron pan would be perfect for this one, Nadia. Yeah, we don't have one. Like a nice deep one, or obviously this is we're making for 2 people. So if you were doing for more people, if you had a bigger pan, it would be a nice, big, thicker pan. So little cracked pepper. And then in the potatoes, I've actually got some, this is sodium, salt-free. It's like a herb and pepper blend. So you could put whatever kind of herbs. This is a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder, and spices in there. So I'm going to put that on top of the potatoes as well. I like sour candies, Stella. It's one of my favorites. I like chocolate. What is everybody else having for breakfast today? Anything exciting? So I'll give you a quick look. That's it. That's it in the pan there now, just kind of cooking up. Eggs and smashed browns. Those sound good. Those sounds good. Oh, Christine, you made bread. What kind of bread is it? Like cheese? You made cheese bread, or are you making like melting cheese on top with eggs or something? That sounds good. Everybody's making bread. Christine made bread. Did the bread turn out? I've seen lots of people on Facebook who made bread, and they're like, it didn't work. All right, here they go. So you can see, I'll show you here. You can see they're all starting to get brown on top there. So it's almost kind of like halfway done. So what we want to do now is we do have to cook the vegetables. And instead of talking, I should have been cutting these up, but we're going to put the vegetables in there too. So we'll cut up some peppers. And I've got an onion to cut up on there as well. All right. So what I'm going to do is, before I put the vegetables in, you want to kind of, because we're going to cook them in the pan too. I'm going to just take the hash browns and just kind of transfer them onto one side, because on the other side, I'm going to put the veggies and cook the veggies half. So it's going to need a little bit more butter so it doesn't burn. And then I'm just going to put the veggies in there. So what I'm doing, I just got it half. So the veggies will cook on the one side, and then we're going to mix everything together after the vegetables are cooked. The reason we don't put the vegetables there in the very beginning is they're going to let out some moisture, and the hash browns wouldn't have got as crispy. So we want to put them in at the end. So just let those cook for a minute. And I'm going to fill up my coffee here. No Baileys, just coffee. Oh, here we go. I'm just going to go back to your questions here. Bread's on the list. Everybody's making jalapeno bacon and cheddar bread. That sounds really good. Oh, good tip with the, Miranda, good tip with forgetting yeast is ask at the bakery. Probably they would do that. That's pretty cool. Good idea. Miranda says, hi. I think I said that. I added spices. Yes, the hash brown's not yet. We've got like a mix of just some mixed herbs. Herb and pepper. So it's like just mixed spices, herbs. There's a little bit of onion and garlic powder in there too. All right. So those are basically almost ready. Now what I'm going to do, so they've been cooking, and then I'm going to just mix them all together now. This is where a bigger pan would come in handy, but we unfortunately don't have one. All right. So that's mixed in. Just let it sit for a minute. It is going to go in the oven. I've dropped onion on the floor. Okay. Now, what you want to do is we're going to put eggs in here now. So it's like that. And what I'm going to make is like 4 little kind of little holes, I guess would be the best way to describe it, just to hold the eggs. So I'll see if I can show you this. I'm just going to move one over a little bit. Oh, they kind of stuck together. That's okay. So I've just basically done is like made little wells for the eggs and then cracked them right on top. And then we're going to put this in the oven. And it's going to bake for probably around 15, 20 minutes. Basically just how you want to cook it. I mean, all the hash browns are kind of ready to go, but you want to cook it enough now until how you kind of like your eggs. So if you like your eggs a little bit, like obviously more cooked, you'd want to put it in for a little bit longer. If you like them a little bit soft in the middle, a little bit less time. You have to kind of just keep checking on it. So now we wait. That's all we have to do. That's it. One easy one-pan breakfast skillet. So hopefully that gives you some ideas for maybe doing a breakfast. Pretty easy. Now we just wait. Waiting is the hard part. For spices, yes, thyme, pepper, garlic. Yeah, I've got. I didn't put any fresh garlic in there, Nadia, but I put some cracked pepper on top. And at the end, I'm gonna over the top of the top. I'm gonna put. I got some smoked paprika, which is nice taste. I'm gonna put a little bit of that on top after it's all cooked. So the best part about that is like it's easy to make and very little mess. So there's not much to clean up. I got to wash a cutting board and a plate, and that's about it. So the rest can go into the. It's all in the oven in the pan. We put paprika on almost everything, Nadia. Yeah. I don't know if I think most people were there, but Christine, who's watching today, she did a really neat thing on her YouTube channel yesterday. So if you're not subscribed to Christine, she does lots of travel videos, and but she started doing like a food and travel quiz show she did on yesterday, and it was kind of fun. It kind of breaks up the day. So I think she said she's going to do one next week. I think it was at 2. It's always weird with time zones. Just go to her channel. It's Christine Turner. If you search on YouTube, Christine Turner, and then subscribe, and she'll post it, and then you can just get notified. Because the time zone thing, if you look at it on YouTube, it's always your local time zone. It's always kind of confusing because I do this normally at 5 o'clock Mountain Time, but I know a lot of people tune in from the West Coast, so it's 4 o'clock. So it's always confusing to figure out what the heck time zone it is for everybody. So. Next Saturday, 2 p.m. Pacific. There we go. So make sure you go subscribe. It was fun. And then, it was just kind of everybody. I think she had people as far away as South Africa. So Christine, you've beaten me for a distance. I've had as far away as Italy on my live stream, but I think you've been a little bit farther. So I have to find someone in Australia or something to watch. But live is fun. Hopefully everybody enjoys the live stuff. It gives you something to put on. I think a few people put it on just on their, you don't necessarily have to be sitting in front of your computer watching this. You can have it on your phone and just have your headphones on. Or a lot of people I know put it on their smart TV. You can put on the live stream as well and just have it go. They can't comment as same. You have to go on your phone to comment. But it's kind of fun. It is smelling good. So for next week, tomorrow's Monday. Maybe I won't do, I think we'll stick to the schedule, hopefully. I don't have anything planned so far, but if there is anything that anybody wants to see made or questions, let me know. I can always we have a fair bit of stuff in the cupboards, so I can always see if I can make it. Is there a lid? No, just the skillet right into the oven, Nadia. Roasted chicken. I have some chicken, but it's not. I have chicken breasts I took out, but they're still frozen. We could do barbecue something maybe tomorrow, Lois. I do have some chicken thighs in the freezer though, so maybe for next week I can take those out for later in the week, and we could do some roasted chicken thighs in the oven. That would be good, actually. They're the ones that have the bones in them, so they'd be good to roast in the oven. I know. I still need to get. I've been talking about pizza forever. I need to get flour. I need flour and yeast, but I do also need to get my large bowl that I used to make pizza dough in. You need a big bowl because that's the proof. And the big bowl I had got a hole in the bottom, so I actually need to get a new bowl before I can even make pizza dough. It won't proof. I guess it would proof on if I covered it on the counter, it might be okay. But it's always been in a bowl, so easier to mix, and it keeps it in one place. So I might have to order a bowl or something, or it may have to wait. But could always. Oh, I could probably just put it in the bowl for the Instant Pot. Use it in that, and just use that pot. That'll work. Yeah. So we just need flour and yeast. Yeah, it's the fresh yeast that you have to use, the little in the jar. So we'll get some on the next food run. Yeah, Stella, you should check out Christine's channel. Make sure you subscribe. You'll learn lots. Her videos, she's got lots of videos too, lots of travel videos. I'll just give this a quick check. Oh, it's coming. It smells good. What's the difference between the yeast? So I always buy the one it's Fleischmann's yeast, and it comes in a jar, and then you have to put it in the fridge after. It's not because I know some are powder. I I don't have my phone nearby. It's just the Fleischmann's yeast, Christine. It comes in a jar. Active yeast, I guess. Yeah, that's what you would call it, active yeast. So after you open it up, you have to keep it in the fridge, and it actually only lasts for. I mean, it lasts a long time, but it's not going to last forever in the fridge either. And it looks like round little pellets. I know some of the other ones are kind of powder, like the instant one is kind of powder, but you can buy it in like a jar, small jar, and then a bigger jar. Some from the 80s. It might be Christine. I know it does have an expiry on it. I think, if I remember correctly, it probably just won't work the same. I mean, if it was no good, you would know, because it wouldn't do anything. Yeah, because it can go banned. Yeah. I have to find it again, but it was like two teaspoons. I just would do it by. I ended up just kind of 2 teaspoons, and then did it. Oh yeah, Kelsey is. I don't think Kelsey is watching today, but I saw that on her Instagram. She was making yeast. That's kind of neat. I could figure out how to do that. I don't know how to do that. She's gonna make sourdough, I think. I did see that. No yeast, cinnamon buns. Nadia would like those. She likes cinnamon buns. She says her mom makes the best cinnamon buns. I said, well, she should ship some here, and we'll be the judge of that. Cinnamon buns are good. Cinnamon buns are good when they're right out of the oven. No, they're fine. I just checked them. They'll take longer in the oven like that than they would like on the stove, just because it's 400 degrees, but it's not as hot like on a skillet. I could try the cinnamon buns. I need to get all the stuff. We have to get cinnamon too. I know that for sure. I'll have to see. I've got all these recipes that people have sent me to try. So hummus bread. Yeah, Sam made hummus bread. Maybe she commented. I might have missed it. Oh, Jason commented. Yeah, that's right. She made it really neat. It was good. It was really good. Something different. But no, the eggs. Let me see. The eggs, I think they'll be fine. Oh, they're about halfway there. Halfway there. So everybody's made bread. I have to make. I need some more cinnamon too, because what I've been making in the morning for most times is making muesli. So I've got some oats. Instead of cooking like hot oatmeal, I'll put it the night before, because we got some milk, and I make muesli with some chopped apple and milk, the oats, and then I've been putting our friend Pam. Her family has a farm, a honey farm in Saskatchewan, and she dropped off a big jar of fresh honey. So I've been putting that in my muesli as well, but it needs a little bit of cinnamon. This honey's really good. I've just been eating it by itself too. It smells good. Caesar. Oh, did I look at the Caesar dress? No, I have that though in my book. I need to get. You would need a mix. I need a mixer. Caesar dress. Well, no, you could do Caesar dressing by hand, but you almost need a KitchenAid mixer, so it doesn't split. And it's almost ready. We'll pull everything out of the oven once it's done, and I'll give you guys a look. Let's see. Oh, probably needs about, I would say, 7 minutes to do that. but it looks good. So clean up everything, and then it'll be done. Then we can just eat. It's always good. That's what they teach you in cooking school. It's like clean as you go. Clean as you go, and then you don't have a big mess at the end. That's it. Gotta just wait. Waiting's the hardest part. I should have got orange juice and could have had orange juice and sparkling water. Rob making a big mess. Yeah, you have to clean as you go, and then your station isn't all dirty. Just wipe up as you go, put everything away as you go, and then when you're done, you just can eat. And then the only dish you have to clean up is the only dish you have to clean up is the pot, one of the pots, and then your plates. Yeah, I'm almost actually. Yeah, I'm almost. Thanks, Sam. I'm almost at 700 subscribers. It's pretty cool. When I started this channel, I never thought I'd have a couple hundred, let alone close to, well, almost 700. So I'm trying to get 1,000. That's my goal, my next goal. Because as soon as I get 1,000, I'll be able to. You'll have to watch ads on my station, or on my channel, but you can Google, YouTube lets you run advertiser if you apply, and then you get a little bit of few pennies when people watch. But you need 1,000 subscribers for that. So I've got enough views. How it works is you need 4,000 watch hours in the last year, and I'm over that. That's not a problem. And then, but you need 1,000 subscribers. So I'm getting there. Oh, cheese would be good on this too. Yeah, cheese to melt some cheese on top at the end would be really good, Lois. Good idea. Yeah. And then, like I said at the beginning, like if you were to put some bacon in there or something, you could chop it up beforehand and then have it. You would cook the bacon. I would almost put the bacon in the very beginning, because then the grease and the oil from the bacon, you could put the hash browns on for the flavor, and then do the same way. If you had some sausage left, chopped up, you could chop up some sausage in there. Chorizo would be really good in there. A little bit of spice, chorizo sausage. If you had some leftover stuff too, as well, you could, like, if you had some leftover chicken or something from the night before, you could shred or chop up a little bit of chicken. Would be good on there too. Kind of anything really. But cheese would be good. But yeah, we just use, like Jason said, we have the butter, and we use unsalted butter. Gives nice flavor. We don't have any cheese. And I do need to make some more hot sauce, because we're out of hot sauce too. Because hot sauce on after would be good. Oh, Kelsey is here. We were just talking about you, Kelsey. You must have heard. We were talking about your bread. You're making yeast. This is right, Christine. There is no jalapenos or chilies in this. Chili flakes will probably, Jason, I'm sure, will put on top afterwards. I'll probably put a few. But yeah, it is the first. See, we don't have it on everything. Kelsey's making cookies. What kind of cookies, Kelsey? That sounds good. Chocolate chip? You know what would be good was, I really like peanut butter cookies. Peanut butter cookies would be good. Yeah, Kelsey's in here now, and then she's the one that made the yeast, so I'll have to follow her and see her Instagram if it works. I think it takes a few days, doesn't it, Kelsey? A couple days? Okay, these are almost ready, because I can tell because my glasses fog up. If it's successful. Yeah. That's always the worry when you're trying stuff. Oh, it takes 5 days. I didn't think it took. It's kind of neat. Peanut butter chocolate cookies would be good. I would just like peanut butter cookies. Mini eggs. Oh, mini egg cookies. Good call. Okay, so So these are almost ready. I'm going to take them out. I think they're going to need let's just see here. Oh no, they're going to need I'm going to just a couple more minutes. And then we'll pull it out of the oven. I think, how long has that been? It's probably been 10, 12 minutes, I guess. 13 minutes. I'm going to take it out of the oven and I'll show you. And then I can just kind of, to figure out if the eggs are ready, I was going to kind of poke the eggs a little bit to see. Oh, they look good. They look good. So there we go. The eggs, oh no, they're ready. Yep, they're ready. This is hot. Whoa. I need 2 rags on there. So, yeah, they're sunny. I mean, they're sunny side up because we're just cracking them and putting them in the. We're just putting them right on there. But if you look, like they're going to be quite firm and done. So you can tell they're done. So I'm going to spoon them onto a plate after it cools for a sec, and then we'll eat it. So I'm just going to put a little bit of paprika on top because I like those on the eggs. And I have to find my spoon, my big spoon. All right. So we'll see it here so you can see what the final dish looks like. I'll get my oven mitt. There we go. So there's that. And then what we want to do, you can just kind of cut it around the side. It's all going to come out. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we got some extra hash brown on the side. All right, there we go. So that is one pan. What are we calling this? Easy one-pan breakfast skillet, vegetarian. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. I'll give this to Jason so he can start eating before I do the sign off. Yeah, I did put the hot. Well, I just put it for a second. It's marble a counter here, so it should be okay. So little nests. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Easter nests for breakfast. So that's good. Before we start eating, hopefully you enjoyed that. If you do want to make something like this, in this video description, I will put now the recipe of what we put into the mix, and then what I'll do is I'll put the directions on there. There's Jason. I'll put the directions on how to make this. Pretty straightforward if you caught it at the beginning. What I've started to do though as well, if you want to come back to the video and you're looking to fast forward through it, is I'll go through and I'll put the timestamps about the different parts of kind of what are done, just so it makes it a bit easier to follow. And that's it. So thanks again for joining us for brunch. I will schedule the next few dinners onto my channel, so make sure you go check that out and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I think everybody is here. If you could as well, for the videos, is always hit the thumbs up. If you could, we've got 11 people here watching, so that's kind of neat. Jason says hi to everybody, and that's it. Enjoy your Sunday.
Stay tuned for the video. I'm going to edit it all.
Yeah, Jason filmed this as well, so he's going to go through and edit. So we'll do it. We'll combine it into like an actual recipe video as well too. So you can kind of come back and look at it without the same live stuff. So it'll be a bit quicker video. But That's it. Happy Easter, everybody. Thanks for joining it, and have a great day. And thanks for tuning in. And don't forget, wash your hands. Talk to you guys later. Bye.